Hello, welcome back. As you can see, I am in the Mikoverse once again. This is another Mikoverse video. I might do a few other things in the future, but at the minute, I am currently doing Mikoverse content. Um, this video is to show you how important blend shapes are to maximize your value when it comes to accessories in Mikoverse. This idea was sort of formulated by Northstar. I was in stream as he was doing it, and then I decided I'll make it myself and came up with a couple of other ideas, which I might end up streaming when this video gets released. Me just messing around with blend shapes in Blender and how they interact in the Mikoverse world. So, first things first, as you can see, nothing's going on here. It's all empty. So what I'm gonna do is I made my own version of a green screen, which North made live on stream, and I basically took his idea, remade it just so it understood the concept so I can mess around with other things. This is slightly different, but if you want something similar, North has put it on the Mikoverse Discord, and you can find it there and have something very similar. So, first things first, I'm going to go into Mikoverse and show you what my version is so you can have a better understanding of what I'm talking about. First thing before I actually show you, what is very important to all this, which I found very interesting, is these curve overrides. These are blend shapes. So as you see, my mill has a load of them. Do some messing about it done. I got quite a few different things. So as you see over here, where I'm pointing that you can't see my hand, there's a lot of different things. When I clear and refresh, there's not on there. But what is very interesting that I found is if I put on the green screen, boom, not a green screen in this case, it's magenta screen. But thanks to Matrix in what's name's chat, it helped. No, not Matrix. Thanks to Mechanics in Northstar's chat when he was doing his own version. Let me take that off now. They said that Mikoverse allows custom blend shapes, as you can see here on this list. Over there, oh, over there, on the list over there, what's going to happen is the blend shapes from the thing that you've made show up. So what I've done is in Blender, I've gave the accessory a blend shape and it shows up on the main list of blend shapes in Mikoverse, and then you can use these draggable menus to customize in game what you want it to do. I'll show you how it actually works in Blender towards the end of the video, but I'll just showcase it right now. So down here, you've got magenta, screen size, left, right. Very similar to what Northstar did. I just customized it a bit differently than he did. But as you drag this, it goes from magenta to green. Magenta to green. This top one, it can literally make it disappear. So if I show you, very awkward, it disappears. Ooh. Get my thing back. And then if I want it to come back, I just reduce the green screen. If I want to show you, I can increase the size of the screen, whether it's magenta or green, whichever one I want to swap it to. Very nice. Make it left, make it right, up and down. What ended up happening was I saw Northstar do this, and then I decided I want to give it a go myself because I had a couple of other ideas, and I'll explain my other ideas to you in a minute. So let me just set this back up, and then we'll move over to Blender. Okay, so we're gonna go over to Blender. As you can see up there. Oh, let me just get rid of this. Or I move over to Blender. Okay, so we are now in Blender. I am going to quickly hide my model so you can get a better understanding of what is going on. So, Blendshapes is, oh, I need to remember. So that's where my model initially is. You need to do it all around your model so you understand what's going on. But in this case, as you can see here, I've got a magenta screen and green screen. And if you go to data, they've got shape keys, and these shape keys are very important. This is what the blend shapes are. So I like to sort of notify where it starts and stops using these dashes. So I know where it starts and stops on the list. But as long as two things have the same name, they'll overlap and merge into one. So because this is magenta green and this is magenta green, once I export it, it becomes the same on the shape key list. So what's basically going to happen is when I increase magenta and green, the magenta one shrinks and the green one expands. That's literally all it does in Mikoverse as well, but you can't see it because of the way I've sort of messed around with these settings. Okay, so I'm going to quickly add a cube. Okay, just do this real quick. But easier to see. Okay, so now we have this giant cube. Now, if you want to set up your own shape keys on this, okay, I don't know if you can do it on that. 1 second. I need to finish. Okay, a normal cube. Let's go with the normal cube because I did not know what that was. So if you want to set up a normal cube, just to show you, I'm just going to quickly add a random group just so I don't even know if that matters, but I added the group to the other one, so I'm going to assume it does. Next, the first thing you need to do is create a basis key and then create a new key. And what these keys are, I'm just going to put rotation. These are placeholders that get saved. So up there, you need to go into edit mode. And this is how you actually edit the shape keys. So basis is the default when everything's at 0 on that list. And then you can decide what you want to do. In this case, I want to rotate in edit mode. So I want to rotate it so that it goes all the way down there. And then I go back to object mode and then see this rotation over here. When I increase it, it doesn't actually seem to rotate. Okay, apparently I don't know if you can actually rotate. I thought you could, but maybe I am wrong. Maybe shape keys don't work with rotation, but you get the idea. I'll try it once more. This time I'm going to translation. Um, I'll undo everything we've done before. Okay. Location, just so you have a better idea. So we go onto this edit mode, and then if we move it all the way over there, then we go back to object mode. When we increase, it goes all the way over there. It's very simple in how it works. You can also make it shrink. So this is where my future ideas come into play. Such as accessories that you wear on your body. Rather than having to constantly load them and deload them, it is possible for you to make things shrink. So if we go into edit mode and we go into let me make a new one. Shrink. How this will work is when I go into edit mode, I'll want to shrink everything all the way down. Zoom in, shrink it as much as it'll go. And then what my idea is, I can move it all the way into the main section of the like VTuber body, and then when I am not using an item, I can just remove the whole shrink and shrink it right the way down. So say I had a backpack on, but I just didn't want to use it, but I didn't want to unload, and I might want to put it back on later. I can, first of all, shrink it all the way down to the body, so it gets hidden in the actual like chest of the avatar. Then when next time I want to wear the backpack, I can just go to my shape keys and unload it. And my idea is it might be possible to have multiple items in an accessory and just shrink. So it could be like shrink bag, and then you'd have another item that's shrink glasses, and it all disappears into the avatar. Because if it's connected to a bone and linked to a bone, I imagine it'll track with the bone. So it shouldn't ever go outside your avatar's body. This is all just theory at the minute, but what I'm going to do is in the description below, there'll be a Twitch stream, and I am going to go live on Twitch as soon as this is uploaded and start messing around with Blender. But we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna make some very simple things and see how it functions and see if my idea works or it becomes a flop. But if you are interested and you've found out this video recently, that's what I'll be doing. And appreciate the support of everyone watching the Mikoverse stuff. Anytime I learn something new or I feel like will be good to share, even if it means it's more for myself, so I don't forget how to do things in the future. And always look back at my own videos and figure it out. So, thanks for watching.